Hello, good afternoon. I'm Alex Phelps with Aquatop Aquatic Supplies. Welcome. Today we're here to discuss one of our canisters, and it's called the CF series, available in the 300, 400, and 500. Each CF canister filter, after opening your box, will include a main body shell, barrel head with secondary clips, independent light switch for the UV bulb, prime pump, as well as the UV quartz sleeve. All the fittings for the return, as well as all the fittings for the intake. Input and output valve. Each CF does come with 5.5 feet of vinyl tubing for input and output valves, as well as the lines. And the 300 and 400 models come with 3 media baskets, and the 500 model comes with 4. These pieces here would make up your spray bar fittings. These are your input pieces, including a strainer. And this nifty piece right here is for the addition of a surface skimmer. Now I'm going to show you the appropriate ways to set up the filtration media inside the media baskets for your CF canister filter. Depending on what you may have ordered as far as filtration media goes, you're going to have yourself mechanical filtration in the form of filter pads or sponges, chemical filtration typically in the form of carbon, and last but not least, your biological filtration typically in the form of ceramic rings. As suggested by Aquatop, it's best to put your mechanical filtration at the bottom of the filter, such as shown here. The bottom filtration media compartment should be compiled with the mechanical filtration, such as the included or separately purchased filter pads or sponges. Before inserting your chemical filtration media, if you are using carbon, please make sure you give the carbon a quick rinse to ensure that all the carbon dust has left the media. After doing so, insert your carbon bag into the middle filtration media compartment of your CF canister filter. Be sure to get an even, thorough spread inside the basket so that you do not allow for any water bypass around the filtration media. Finally, on the inside the top basket, you should add your biological filtration. Here we have again ceramic rings. Do your best to spread those out again so you do not get any water bypass. After stacking all of your media baskets in the canister filter, make sure the cylindric holes that are cutouts with inside the baskets all align. Before the barrel head goes back on the CF filter, do not forget to put the filtration media compartment lid on top of that top basket. After that is done, you can go ahead and insert the barrel head into the canister filter. Please be mindful of the UV bulb as you're inserting. Make sure it goes down that vertical slot of cylinders. Push down and firm. After you have your spray bar compiled and set up, as well as your input bar and strainer set up, make sure you connect the green hoses and keep them at the shortest length as possible as to not have any extra head pressure or kinks or bends in the hoses, reducing your overall flow rate. After doing so, connect to your canister filter. This is the top mounted valve for easy convenience of maintenance, labeled out and in for the inlet and outlet tubing on the canister filter. Be sure to press this valve firmly into place. Once you push that lever down, the valve is now open. Be sure to connect the spray bar to the out on the valve and tighten down those lock nut fittings. And then finally, make sure that you attach the bar with the strainer to the input, as well as use the lockdown nuts to fasten that into place. When using the prime button on your CF series canister filter, be sure that your canister is completely empty and has no water in it whatsoever. What's actually happening here is when you press down on this button, you're actually pushing air out the outlet and drawing water in through the input. So just a few coupled pushes and a slow downward motion will allow water to be siphoned through here, and their canister filter will fill itself via gravity. I'm going to show you how to replace the 9-watt UV bulb for the CF canister filter, as well as how to replace the quartz sleeve. First, you're going to start off by opening the canister filter. Make sure all power is off to the unit and no water is running. Give yourself a big mess about that. For both the CF400 and CF500, there are going to be 2 screws located on the inside of the barrel head that require a Phillips screwdriver. Make sure you put these screws aside and do not lose them. Next, you're going to need to remove the actual quartz sleeve cover and set that aside. So to replace that quartz sleeve, just gently pull in an upward motion. And if you need to clean or replace, feel free to do so. And to replace the UV bulb, you must touch the UV bulb with some sort of a dry, soft cloth. You'd pull that out in a vertical motion and then replace with the new one. After doing that, reassemble the quartz sleeve unit, slide that back into place, put your cover back on, and put your screws back into place. After that's all done, put your canister barrel head back together again. After you've replaced the UV bulb and or quartz sleeve, put that barrel head back on the main body canister. Canister is ready to go.